Don't be sad, Allah is with us. When you feel as if your world but that Allah is always with you. How you wish to face things is your choice. To fall back, think that these sad situations deserve the tears that run down your face, or do you instead greet it with a smile? And put your trust in Allah, as Allah is the highest, Allah is exalted in might and wise. As difficult as it is for you to cope with it, but remember always that, He, the Almighty, knows what is good for you. You will feel a sense of security and calmness within you once you place your trust in Him. Grieving is a natural act when you are sad, especially when you lose someone or something important to you. It might be losing someone so dear to you, or a family pet that you took care of like your own baby, or a precious thing that has sentimental values. Something you can never imagine yourself losing. You will feel like your life feels shattered or is in ruins. You've never been solo, and you realize that you finally know the true meaning of a heartbreak. The only thing that lets you temporarily forget is when you sleep, so you would fall asleep anywhere. You can't even be left alone with your own thoughts, as you will drift away and have so many flashbacks of good memories you had. Do not grieve, indeed Allah is with us. Surah At-Tawbah, 940. The believer in Islam should not seek out sadness, as sadness is harmful as it distresses the soul. We as Muslims should repel sadness, fighting it in any way that is acceptable in our beautiful religion. One might ask himself, what good will come from being sad? The feeling of demotivated, unhappy, miserable. Grief is often linked to anxiety, a negative feeling that spreads through the heart and eventually goes to the mind. The mind becomes worried. Whether it concerns the future, feeling weakens the heart, demotivates a person and have less willpower to do anything. When one is afflicted with grief, or any other form of sadness, and overcomes it, he is rewarded for going through hardship. A true believer must overcome his feelings and remember what is said in the Al-Quran. He will then be rewarded. He can overcome it by making supplication to God the Almighty and other practical means. However, there are good kind of grief where it comes at a situation when one has missed out on an opportunity to do a good deed, or when one makes a sinful act. When one realizes and feels sad because they disobeyed the rights of Allah, it shows that they regret it and have the intention to repent. Indeed, Allah knows what is in your heart, even if you don't voice it out. We are all human beings, we were made to be weak, to go through challenges and trials that life brings to us. We are given a choice on how we want to handle it. Some might choose to go to a friend to vent/let out to, whilst there are those who wish to let it out when they are in their salah, pouring everything in his heart while sitting on his prayer mat. Allah knows, He knows what is in your heart. He will guide you, He will show you where you ought to be. We as Muslims are to be patient with any tribulations, despairs and sorrows. To say Alhamdulillah if a situation is hard to handle, or even if it is a blessing or something that is good. We must keep it in mind that there is only one that we need to please, and must remember that this dunya is only a temporary place for us.